Eddie, how did it come to this? Why are the Socceroos in this position now?
They had a great qualification series in the last one. Once we got into this, the final group, which had the best teams, and we had Japan and Saudi Arabia, who were the big opponents. Saudi Arabia, I think, a little bit unexpected, have done superbly well and are currently sitting in second now, but they led virtually all the way. And we expect to come up against Japan, as two, if you like, traditional powers in Asia since we've been there in the early 2000s. But Saudi Arabia have done exceptionally well and put Australia under pressure, and we haven't been able to respond. So the last four, after a very strong start, where Japan started poorly in this round, they then got back into form, and all of a sudden we started to go the wrong way. Is
that a reflection of our talent, of the A-League, or are we relying too much on players overseas? Where do you think the problem is?
Yeah, good question. It's broadly. It is about development. So, if you have a look at the Socceroos who are playing now, and as former players, I don't like to be too harsh on the players, but the difference in generations is stark. So, in 2006, everyone was playing at the top level of the world. Essentially, what we've done, Tubby, is we've switched between the Matildas and the Socceroos. So, in the late 90s, mid-90s, late 90s, early 2000s, the Socceroos were all playing Champions League, Viduka and Kuhl and all these guys. And now we've got all our male players, the vast majority of them, aside probably Matty Ryan, are not playing at that level. And the Matildas are there. They're all playing for Chelsea and Arsenal and the top teams in the world. So development is a very serious problem, and it has to be looked at. I guess the thing for sport is it does go cyclically, but what happens is, in some ways, these contentious and difficult moments are really important for where you want to be in 20 years' time, because I've been saying for a while, look, we are struggling in a lot of respects. We're not developing the players we used to. And if we had have got to this World Cup, quite comfortably, let's say that Japan weren't in great form and they started poorly, people wouldn't have asked the questions, right? So the reality is we have problems that we have to interrogate. And, if Graham Arnold is the coach, who's under huge pressure at the moment, if he had have got them there, it doesn't mean that everything was rosy. And if he doesn't get them there, it doesn't mean that it's all about Graham Arnold. There are bigger questions to be answered.